Today, we're delving into a crucial topic for those on the journey of managing diabetes, understanding the impact of certain fruits on blood sugar levels. Now, why is this knowledge so vital? Well, let's break it down. Have you ever wondered which fruits might have a higher impact on blood sugar levels? Or perhaps, how to strike that perfect balance between enjoying nature's candy and keeping those glucose levels steady? Well, you're in the right place. Did you know that over 34 million Americans are living with diabetes? And this number is steadily rising. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Fruits, while incredibly nutritious, can vary widely in their effect on blood sugar. And understanding these nuances can be a game changer in your diabetic journey. In today's deep dive, we're going to explore some of the fruits that may require a bit of extra attention, but fear not, we're not saying goodbye to them forever. It's all about making informed choices. So, grab a pen and paper, because you'll want to jot down these tips. We'll be demystifying the glycemic index, a handy tool that ranks foods based on how they affect blood sugar levels. And understanding this index can be a game changer in making smart fruit choices. So, stick around, because by the end of this session, you'll be equipped with the knowledge to navigate the fruit aisle like a pro. If you're as excited as I am, hit that like button and let's jump right in. 1. Watermelon. Alright, let's start with the first fruit on our list, watermelon. Now, who doesn't love a juicy slice of watermelon on a hot day? It's incredibly refreshing and hydrating. But for those managing diabetes, it's important to be mindful of its impact on blood sugar levels. You see, watermelon has a high glycemic index, which means it's digested quickly and can lead to a rapid rise in blood sugar due to its natural sugar content. The glycemic index is like a speedometer for how fast certain foods can raise your blood sugar. On this scale, watermelon ranks quite high, with a GI of around 72. To put that in perspective, pure glucose, which is used as a reference, has a GI of 100. So, watermelon is not far behind in terms of how it affects blood sugar. Consuming a large quantity of watermelon in one go can cause a noticeable and potentially uncomfortable spike in blood sugar levels. This rapid increase can lead to a roller coaster effect on your energy and mood, something we all want to avoid. Now, that doesn't mean you have to completely avoid watermelon. It's all about portion control. Enjoying a reasonable amount, perhaps a small bowl, and pairing it with a source of protein or healthy fat can help mitigate its impact on blood sugar levels. When it comes to other fruits, watermelon contains more carbohydrates and sugars than many. For instance, a cup of diced watermelon contains about 11 grams of carbohydrates and 9 grams of sugar. In comparison, a similar portion of strawberries has about 7 grams of carbohydrates and 4 grams of sugar. For instance, having a small serving of watermelon along with a handful of nuts or a slice of cheese can create a more balanced meal that's less likely to cause a sudden spike in blood sugar. It's all about creating harmony on your plate. So, remember, moderation is key when it comes to watermelon. Enjoy your watermelon, but be mindful of portion sizes, especially if you're managing diabetes. 2. Pineapple. Moving on to our second fruit, the tropical delight, pineapple. Its vibrant flavor and juiciness make it a popular choice. However, for those managing diabetes, there are some important considerations to keep in mind. Pineapple is relatively high in natural sugars and boasts a moderate to high glycemic index. This means it can lead to a notable increase in blood sugar levels after consumption. On the glycemic index scale, pineapple scores around 56. While not as high as some other fruits, it's still significant. For someone with diabetes, a large intake of pineapple can cause a noticeable spike in blood sugar levels. This sudden increase may lead to fluctuations in energy levels and mood. As with any fruit, moderation is key. Enjoying a controlled portion, such as a few pineapple chunks, and combining it with a source of protein or healthy fat can help stabilize its impact on blood sugar levels. When compared to other fruits, pineapple contains more carbohydrates and sugars. A cup of pineapple chunks has roughly 21 grams of carbohydrates and 16 grams of sugar, whereas a similar portion of blueberries has about 21 grams of carbohydrates and 7 grams of sugar. To create a balanced meal, consider pairing a moderate serving of pineapple with a handful of almonds or a dollop of Greek yogurt. This combination can help slow down the absorption of sugars, providing a more steady release of energy. So, enjoy your pineapple, but be mindful of portion sizes, especially if you're managing diabetes. 3. Dates. Our next fruit of focus is one that's wonderfully sweet and often used as a natural sweetener, dates. However, if you're managing diabetes, it's important to be cautious about these little gems and their impact on blood sugar levels. Dates are known for their rich, sweet flavor, and they're packed with natural sugars. They have a high glycemic index, which means they can lead to a significant and swift rise in blood sugar. On the glycemic index, dates typically score around 42 to 62, depending on the variety and ripeness. This range falls into the higher end, making them a high GI food. Now, dates do offer some fiber, which is beneficial for digestion and can slow down the absorption of sugars to some extent. But it's essential to remember that the sugar content in dates is still relatively high. To put it in perspective, just 2 medium-sized dates contain around 36 grams of carbohydrates and 32 grams of sugar. Now, compare that to a medium-sized apple, which typically has about 25 grams of carbohydrates and 19 grams of sugar. So, when it comes to dates, portion control is crucial. Enjoying 1 or 2 dates as a sweet treat, rather than a whole handful, can help manage their impact on blood sugar levels. Pairing dates with a source of protein, such as a small handful of nuts, or including them in a balanced meal with fiber-rich vegetables and whole grains, can help mitigate their effect on blood sugar. In summary, dates can be enjoyed in moderation, but it's vital to be mindful of your intake, especially if you have diabetes. 4. Figs. Our next fruit in line is the luscious and sweet fig. While these delightful fruits are a favorite in many Mediterranean and Middle Eastern dishes, they do warrant some special attention when it comes to managing blood sugar. Figs are wonderfully sweet and have a unique, chewy texture. However, they come with a higher natural sugar content, making them a fruit of interest for those with diabetes. On the glycemic index, figs often score between 35 to 60, depending on the variety and ripeness. This range places them in the moderate to high glycemic index category. Figs also provide a decent amount of dietary fiber, which can help slow down the absorption of sugars, making their impact on blood sugar levels somewhat less pronounced compared to foods with similar glycemic indices. To give you an idea, a single medium-sized fig contains approximately 10 grams of carbohydrates and 9 grams of sugar. In contrast, a medium-sized orange has around 15 grams of carbohydrates and 12 grams of sugar. For those with diabetes, portion control remains essential. Enjoying 1 or 2 figs as a snack or incorporating them into balanced meals can help mitigate their impact on blood sugar levels. Pairing figs with a source of protein or healthy fats, such as yogurt or a handful of almonds, can also be a smart choice. It not only balances the meal but can also provide a longer-lasting source of energy. So, figs can be a part of your diet. 5. Grapes. Now, let's talk about a classic fruit that's been enjoyed for centuries, grapes. These tiny, juicy orbs are not only delicious, but they also come with their own considerations for those managing diabetes. Grapes are a go-to snack for many, and they're naturally sweet. However, they do contain a relatively higher amount of natural sugars, making them an important fruit to be mindful of for those with diabetes. On the glycemic index, grapes typically score around 45 to 65, depending on the variety and ripeness. This range places them in the moderate glycemic index category. Like some of the other fruits we've discussed, grapes do offer some dietary fiber, which can help slow down the absorption of sugars. For reference, a cup of grapes contains approximately 23 grams of carbohydrates and 16 grams of sugar. In comparison, a cup of blueberries has about 21 grams of carbohydrates and 7 grams of sugar. Maintaining portion control is essential. Enjoying a reasonable serving of grapes, perhaps a cup or a small bunch, and considering pairing them with a source of protein or healthy fat can help manage their impact on blood sugar levels. Pairing grapes with a protein-rich food can not only enhance the nutritional value of your snack but can also help stabilize blood sugar levels. So, while grapes can certainly be part of a balanced diet, it's crucial to keep an eye on your portions. 6. Cherries. Now, let's explore the vibrant world of cherries. These little bursts of sweetness are not only delicious but also come with their own considerations for those managing diabetes. Cherries are known for their rich, deep color and delightful taste. They're sweet, and like many other fruits, they contain natural sugars. For those with diabetes, it's important to be aware of their impact on blood sugar levels. On the glycemic index, cherries usually score quite low, ranging from 20 to 25. This places them in the low to low moderate glycemic index category, which means they're less likely to cause a rapid spike in blood sugar levels. Cherries also provide a good amount of dietary fiber, which can help slow down the absorption of sugars. To give you an idea, a cup of cherries contains about 19 grams of carbohydrates and 14 grams of sugar. Comparatively, a medium-sized banana has about 27 grams of carbohydrates and 14 grams of sugar. Even though cherries have a lower glycemic index and are rich in fiber, portion control is still important. Enjoying a reasonable serving size, perhaps a cup or a handful, is key to managing blood sugar levels effectively. Pairing cherries with a source of protein or healthy fat, such as a dollop of Greek yogurt or a handful of almonds, can provide a balanced and satisfying snack that's less likely to cause rapid fluctuations in blood sugar. So, cherries can be a delightful addition to your diet, especially if you're managing diabetes. 7. Mangoes. Now, let's step into the tropical paradise of mangoes. These succulent fruits are a true delight, but they do come with some considerations for those managing diabetes. Mangoes are known for their vibrant color, juicy flesh, and rich, sweet taste. They're one of the sweetest fruits around, making them a fruit of interest for those with diabetes. On the glycemic index, mangoes usually score between 50 to 60, depending on the variety and ripeness. This places them in the moderate glycemic index category, which means they can cause a relatively quick rise in blood sugar levels. Mangoes do offer some dietary fiber, which can help slow down the absorption of sugars. However, it's important to note that the sugar content in mangoes is still quite high. To give you an idea, a cup of sliced mango contains approximately 25 grams of carbohydrates and 23 grams of sugar. In contrast, a medium-sized pear has about 27 grams of carbohydrates and 17 grams of sugar. Given their relatively higher sugar content, portion control is crucial when it comes to enjoying mangoes. Opt for a reasonable serving size, perhaps half a mango, and consider balancing it with a source of protein or healthy fat. Pairing mangoes with a protein-rich food, such as a serving of Greek yogurt or a handful of nuts, can help stabilize blood sugar levels and provide a more balanced and satisfying snack. So, while mangoes can certainly be part of a balanced diet, it's important to keep an eye on your portions, especially if you have diabetes. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with a friendly reminder. Managing diabetes is a unique journey for each person. It's important to listen to your body and make choices that work best for you. Remember, small changes can lead to big improvements in your health. And if you found this information helpful, please give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Your support means the world to us, and it helps us continue creating content that matters to you. If you have any questions or want to share your own tips, please feel free to leave a comment down below. We love hearing from our community and learning from each other. Together, we can make positive strides towards better health. Thank you so much for joining us today. Take care, be kind to yourself, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.